What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Wide Eye Sports Podcast. We got a full crew today. We got Riley, Dahl, and Spoon way over there on the other side of the screen. We have a jam-packed episode for you guys today. We will be drafting our dream offenses from the modern day. So we will all get a quarterback, a running back, 3 receivers, a tight end, and a flex. We'll be doing a full draft right here live in front of you guys right after the credits roll. So let's get to it. Alrighty, guys. So now that we did the quick recap, let's dive a little deeper. All right. So we've already done the draft order. So it will be me, then it will be Spoon, Dalton, and Riley. That is the draft order, and it is Snake. So Riley will get the wraparound. I'll get the wraparound in the third, and we're just going to run it through. So I'm going to pull it up on the screen here for everybody. This is what it will look like. Okay, we're going to get right into things. With the first overall pick. Okay, this was hard. Because it's tough. It's tough to pick, but you got to go quarterback. If you're going to build a team for the next 10, 15 years, you got to go quarterback. And I'm taking the best in the business. Oop, got to start the draft. There we go.
That'd help.
Taking the best in the business, Patrick Mahomes.
So
Spoon is on the clock.
That is exactly what I thought you were going to do.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that though because there's only 4 of us. So I'm really not worried about what quarterback Dalton picks or Riley picking Josh Allen. I'm not worried about him taking
So, if you haven't watched the show before, Riley is a huge Josh Allen stan, so it's I
already know he's taking Josh Allen. I'm assuming Dalton's going to take another quarterback. I don't need to take my quarterback here. Instead, I'm going to teeter to a different position. And this is who I thought Brenner would go with, but I'm taking the I'm taking the 25-year-old Justin Jefferson to start out my team.
I knew he was going to go before I got back to him. I couldn't. Quarterbacks win Super Bowls, no matter what.
I get that, but I can pick whatever quarterback I want to throw the ball to Justin Jefferson, and I'll be fine.
Yeah, you can take the second best quarterback.
There we go.
What?
Can you
explain?
I want to know.
It was either JJ or Christian McCaffrey.
Whoa.
The only thing that worried me was he's a little bit older now. He's coming towards the end of his career. I feel like he maybe has 4 or 5 years left. We're looking 10 years down the road.
That's wild. I don't
hate it though. He's going to be great for you for
Hold on, time out real quick. I do want to just clarify for everybody at home. These are not fantasy drafts. This is our fantasy. So if we were building a team, this is how we would build an actual NFL team if we redrafted the entire NFL. So just to clarify for everybody, it is a redraft of the entire NFL, not just a fantasy draft. So Riley, who is your first round selection?
I feel like this is pretty well a given. We already kind of covered it, but I'll go Josh Allen.
Wow, you don't even go Caleb Williams.
Wow, not even a real Bears fan.
I am going to go Jamar Chase.
Okay, I like it. All right, Dalton back with CJ Stroud, the young buck.
And I'm going to be honest, that's where I was going to lean towards for my quarterback pick. Dalton took him. I still have, there's at least 3 other quarterbacks that I'm looking at right now that I would be fine starting my team with.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to the same position.
Oh, he's going to go.
And I'm going to take the other young receiver that's a stud, and I'm pairing up JJ with CD here.
Insane.
Ooh.
Insane duo.
I like it. It is an absolutely insane duo there.
I got CD at the slot. Come on, dude.
I mean, you guys have kind of put me in a little bit of a tough position here. Had to go get QB1 there.
3 great wide receivers already off the board.
I am going to go Tyreek Hill and AJ Brown.
Okay. I don't hate it.
You have 2 man coverage eaters.
Yep.
Boom.
So here again,
in your court.
Y'all already have your quarterbacks. Like I said, if this was a draft that had more of us here, I would have already taken my quarterback, but I'm just going to keep playing it. and I think there's two people here that I feel like I could take, but I'm leaning towards I'm taking the young Brees Hall.
Whoa!
God,
Ooh,
thank
Running
God.
backs.
Yes.
Running backs.
Thank
Puka
God.
Nakua. Running back. Spoon goes running back in the
I
third
do.
round. We have 2 running backs taken in the first 3 rounds. What the
Listen,
is
man,
going
it's
on?
I'm not taking Derrick Henry here. I'm taking a young 23-year-old Brees Hall who still has like I'll sign him for a 6-year deal and he'll be a stud.
All right. Riley?
man.
Yeah, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, there are only 7 rounds. You know, we have 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and 1 flex position. So just as a kind of a gadget guy, however you want to use it. But we're in the nitty-gritty. Riley's got 2 minutes here to solidify his pick. Riley, what's going through your mind right now?
I'm looking at receiver, but I'm trying to judge talent now and age. Because
Yeah.
if we're doing this for the long term, age is a factor you have to consider.
Absolutely. We are building teams here. We're trying to go win Super Bowls in the future. There's guys like, Devontae Adams who are past their prime. Marvin Harrison, an unknown.
I think I am going to go Garrett Wilson
Oh,
and let's go T. Higgins.
Oh,
T.
thank God.
Higgs. What is going on?
Really?
Marvin Harrison. Dalton's go with the Young Bucks. He's going with the
He's going
Young
with the
Bucks.
young bucks. Well, I'm about to go with another young buck. Y'all don't like this pick, but come on, dude. If I'm gonna get Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb, I'm pairing him up with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I
Yeah.
almost picked him. I almost picked him.
I was wondering how far he was going to fall. Amon-Ra St. Brown falls into the 4th round. I mean,
Dude's
dude's a stud.
I got 3 receivers 25 years or younger, and they're all
So I gotta look
studs.
here. Hold on, I gotta look at something here. Because I think,
I will be taking my quarterback next round, though.
yeah.
I've been putting it off too long. Y'all need to
Why?
know.
Just wait until the end. You know whatever quarterback you want is going to be there. So why
I mean,
wait?
I know the quarterback I want will be there.
Yeah, because
Well, hold on.
we picked
Another
quarterbacks.
quarterback. We've already taken our quarterback. We literally don't. We can't take another quarterback.
Yeah, we're not. There's no point.
If that's, I just
Yeah.
feel like it's
I mean, no,
shitty of me to
it's
wait
good.
for too long. But
Yeah, you should wait. You should wait, and you should just take a quarterback on this next pick. You should just
No,
take a
that's fine.
quarterback.
Yeah,
Fine.
exactly. Take it, yeah, because then more.
All right. So
more
I am.
wide receivers
I
for-
am gonna reach out here and touch somebody.
Ooh,
I'm gonna.
okay.
I am going to.
reach out,
I'm really struggling here. I'm really struggling here because I really like Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
He's only 25 years old. I'm going to take back-to-back picks. Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor.
Wow.
I'm going to use up my flex. Bijan can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's an absolute unit. Jonathan Taylor's only 25, can be a 3-down workhorse. Fucking set.
I don't hate it.
Spoon?
I don't hate it.
What are you thinking?
So it's funny. All the running backs and receivers that I looked at, like no one has taken them at all. No one's going to expect the quarterback that I'm going to be taking.
I guarantee you I know which quarterback you're going to take.
But man, there's a running back who's pretty young. He would be a great 3rd down option coming out of the backfield.
Yeah.
I'm taking a Chan.
What?
Oh,
Devon
yep.
Achane?
Yep.
Out of Miami. Dude was explosive. Dude was insane
I think
last
he'd be
year
a
in Miami when
great
he was healthy.
RB2 behind Brees Hall.
Yeah, if he stays healthy. I mean, we've seen like 6 games out of this dude. That is a wild pick when
Well,
guys like
I'm not
Saquon
drafting
are on the board.
Saquon. I'm not gonna. Saquon's getting a little too old. I need guys that are gonna be on my team for a while.
28? I mean, that's fair. I mean, but Jameer Gibbs is right there. Kyron Williams is right there.
It was between Gibbs and.
I mean,
a
Williams
Chan.
just had 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns.
I know. It was between Gibbs and Achane, and I went with him.
Oh, that is wild. Dalton, what's going through your mind over there, buddy?
Well, I'm thinking, I gotta pick a flex soon, or do I just go with who in my head is the best wide receiver on the board that's got the longest career ahead of him.
Yeah, no.
Think
What do we got?
I gotta stick with how old's Debo Samuel?
Probably like 27, 28. Debo Samuel age.
28.
Yeah, 28. Nailed it.
Let's
Nailed it.
go with
Drum roll. Zay
Hey,
Flowers.
Flowers?
Oh, wow. I would have taken Jordan Addison over Zay Flowers.
He really is
whatever.
building his team for 15 years down the road.
He is building it for 5 to 10 years from now.
5 to
We're all
10
going to be
years.
like tapering off, and Dalton's going to be like, yeah, my guys are just. Dalton's going to have a run. Dalton's going to build a dynasty in like 2029.
everyone. You will all win one Super Bowl, and then at the
And then
end of the fourth
Dalton's-
year, I go on a three-peat.
Just a fucking run. All right, Riley. What are we feeling over there, big guy?
So I'm going to go Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at tight end,
Here we have our first tight end off
our
the board.
first tight end, Sam Laporta.
Yeah, I
Sam
love that pick.
Laporta.
I love the pick.
Hate
All right.
drafting 2 Lions, but
I love it.
Doesn't take Caleb Williams.
That's
Takes
the-
2 Lions.
That's
I mean,
the tight
are
end
you?
I was going to take.
Mm.
I was literally going to take that tight end. I love it, though. All right. Man, I have a tough decision here because I'm drafting my tight end here, obviously.
Need to.
I mean,
I'm not taking 34-year-old Travis Kelce. George Kittle is 30. He will probably be in the league another 4 or 5 years, but I want somebody that's going to last a little longer. And there's 2 guys that stand out, and I'm going with Brock Bowers.
damn it!
oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Damn it!
He would have been my number 2.
That was my pick. That was where I was going. 100% was going right there. Shit.
Well, let's see if you drop the other tight end that I was looking at.
Well, I'm taking my final. I got to take another wide receiver here, so I got to take a wide receiver.
Okay.
I am gonna go Nico Collins as
I
wide
like it.
receiver. Young guy, Avi, and then here's how old's Trey? Yeah. Going Trey McBride here. 24 years old. Did great for the Cardinals last year. Was the lone bright spot on that team. It's gonna be good for years to come. No brainer.
See, mine was between Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts is an athletic freak. I just the production's not there, and I can't trust that he's actually gonna have production. I just can't do it.
Okay. So for quarterback, what everybody's been waiting for.
Joe Burrow.
In the last round.
Man, it's fun. I have 2, and that's one of the ones on my list. There's 2 though.
He's
Fritter,
going
can
Joe
you
Burrow.
can you name the other quarterback that's on my list?
I gotta look and see who the quarterback is.
Because you named
I
Joe
mean,
Burrow. It's between him and one other one.
Baker Mayfield.
Oh my god, if that's even remotely a possibility right now, I'll fucking kill you. It
No.
should be between Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. Those should be your only 2 options.
No, I'm leaning towards another guy.
Wow.
Dak.
You know what? I'm just gonna pick it just to piss you off because you guys will not ever guess who it is.
Oh, I like it. I
Oh.
like it. That's a good pick. That's a great
Listen,
pick.
I'm taking
Ab-
Justin Herbert.
Phenomenal pick, Spoon.
26 years old. He's still gonna have a lot of
Phenomenal.
time in the league. I like it. Thank you. Thank you.
Phenomenal pick. Steal of the draft. Even if you'd got him at where you took CeeDee Lamb, steal of the draft. Pacheco.
Dave Pacheco.
Wow.
He's my flex guy.
Old pistachio. Riley.
Yeah.
With the final pick of this draft, where will you go? You need a flex position. You can have a running back. You can have a wide receiver. You can have a tight end. You can have anybody you want except for a quarterback. Where will you go?
I think I'm going to go with the best option on the board.
BPA. DK Metcalf.
yes.
Absolute. Dude, your wide receiving core is a bunch of physical freaks.
How I like him.
I mean, Jamar Chase. I mean, we all know Jamar Chase is. T. Higgins is a big body, just pass catcher, throw it up to him. Garrett Wilson, another guy who great at high pointing the ball. DK, probably the most physically freak athlete wide receiver in the NFL.
Great
Dalt-
targets for Josh Allen.
Great targets.
Hard
I
to
mean,
miss
he's just going to be chucking it up in the air. Fuck it. They're down there somewhere. Dalton going strong with the run game, leading off with Christian McCaffrey, getting our young quarterback and CJ Stroud some help. I like it. That receiving core is going to be set for the next 10 years. I mean,
At least,
Puka Nacua, Marvin Harrison, Zay Flowers in the slot. I mean, absolutely brilliant work there.
Dalton Kincaid's only,
yeah,
he's not
no,
that old.
I think he's 24, so 25.
24.
So he'll be set for some years. And then Pacheco. I love Isaiah Pacheco. Dude runs angry. He's trying on new shoes all the time, just running angry. So we got that. And then Spoon with probably the best first 2 rounds in the draft. Maybe the best team in the draft at all, with JJ and CD Lamb coming
That
out
HM
hot.
pick was suspicious, though.
Yeah. The running backs are suspicious. You had some talent on the board, and you went risky with the running backs. I don't hate it, but you definitely went risky with it. Rounding out with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, can't go wrong there. Brock Bowers, love the pick at tight end. He's going to be great for 10 to 15 years. And then Jay Herb leading your quarterback room. I mean, it's going to be hard to have a losing season with a squad like that. And then I am reuniting Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill to rekindle some magic. They've already won 1 Super Bowl. We're going to go get a couple more. And then on the other side, we have A.J. Brown, a man coverage eater, will dominate on the outside for the next 10 years for me, with Nico Collins filling out the slot. Big body guy, quick, won't be an issue there. Bijan and Jonathan Taylor. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I mean, Dalton, you give me a very good run, but I have the best running back room in our league right now. Bijan, Taylor. We have a guy who can lead the league in rushing. We have maybe the most versatile running back other than McCaffrey in the NFL. And then Trey McBride, just a solid under the radar guy. Not this, probably the weakest tight end room, I won't lie, but just a solid starter. And we want to know what you guys think of our rosters here. Go ahead and leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. But make sure to tell us who you think came away with the best draft. I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm winning the first Super Bowl. I'm winning Super Bowl number 1. It's gonna be me and Spoon. Riley, I think you probably get the second Super Bowl. And then I feel like JJ's not missing out after that. I feel like Spoon goes on a tear, gets back-to-back chips, just absolute dynasty. Herb's in his own. You guys are clicking on all cylinders, and then Dalton's era begins. The following 5 consecutive Super Bowls would be won by that team. He'd have a new running back in there to replace McCaffrey through the draft at some point, but that team in 5 years is going to be insane. But all right, that is the entire draft right there. So we'll get that off the screen. We'll go back to normal here. But how's everybody feel? Did anybody have anything they want to say about their team? Anything they want to come forward with?
No, man. Yeah.
All right, everybody's in love with their team. No regrets, no regrets. Nobody's got any regrets. Not even one.
Y'all don't like my running back room. I love my running back room.
I might not have picked Christian McCaffrey. If I go again, my first overall pick probably wouldn't have been Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. Riley?
I wouldn't have changed any of my picks.
All right.
Allen was going in the first round from the very beginning.
Yep. We all knew it. We all knew that. There was never a doubt. But with that, we got a quick show here for everybody today. I'm gonna throw up on the screen real quick. I'm gonna get rid of that. Stop screen share and then present screen share. There we go. Share screen. All right. So here we go. We have 3 running backs, a past, a present, well, kind of 2 past, 1 present. They are different eras technically. It's like grandpa, dad, and son type situation. Like it's that kind of linear situation.
Okay.
But yeah, we have 3 running backs. Here, the following stats are on the screen. The green signifies the winner of that category. I'll let you guys look over these here for a second. We got all pros, pretty even, games played in, pretty even, all within 10. The rushing attempts are definitely, a little higher for player C. A and B are pretty similar. Rushing yards, obviously C takes it. A and B are pretty similar. Rushing yards per attempt, though, A takes the cake. Rushing touchdowns, B and C actually are tied. Player A lagging a little bit there. Receptions, player B has the strong advantage, as is receiving yards as well. Obviously, you catch more balls, you're going to have more yards. And then yards per reception, player C comes back strong, takes with a 9.8. And then receiving touchdowns, player A runs it back and gets one more win in a category before the end. So these are all running backs, years 1 through 7 of their career, and one of them is a current running back in the NFL. Any guesses? Any hints needed? Let me know. Fire away.
Okay. How old? What years are we talking about with the oldest? Like how far back?
We're going back.
Like are we going
80s,
back to the 80s?
80s, 90s.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Jesus, dude. I don't
So we're going back. All these guys are big name guys. So
Is
just
one of
know
them
that.
Emmitt Smith?
No, none of them are Emmitt Smith.
Barry Sanders?
Nope.
Hmm.
Campbell?
Walter?
Nope.
Peyton?
Shh.
I heard that.
What?
You say Earl Campbell?
No, Earl
I
Campbell.
don't think it'd be Earl Campbell because I think that's a little too old or too new. Man.
I'm pulling up their stats pages right now, just so if you guys have any questions, I have it in front of me.
Okay.
What college school did the oldest one go to?
There you go. Yeah, give us
The
that.
oldest one went to Georgia.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Any other- Fire some questions away. I'm willing to answer yes or no questions, simple stuff.
How many Super Bowl wins for A? Any Super Bowl?
Zero.
Has any of them won a Super Bowl?
I don't believe any of them won a Super Bowl. I'm double checking right now. I will let you know if I lied about that, but I do not believe any of them won a Super Bowl. One of them did play in a Super Bowl.
Okay, is
and
one of them Adrian Peterson?
None of them are Adrian Peterson.
Okay.
One of these running backs did make a stint on the Vikings.
Dalvin Cook?
Nope.
Herschel Walker?
Which player?
Herschel.
Oh,
You got to know which player. I can't tell you if you're right or wrong until I know which player you're guessing.
B?
B is not Herschel Walker.
I was gonna guess A was Herschel Walker. That's not right either.
Herschel
A
Walker
is not Herschel
Okay.
Walker.
And I guess that means it's C. He is Herschel
C
Walker.
is
is
Herschel Walker.
in fact Herschel Walker.
Wow, okay. So that's the oldest guy, right?
Yep. Herschel is the oldest.
Okay.
I just put that. I included him to show you. I think you'll be surprised because, like, we know Herschel Walker for being a bust, right?
Right.
Like, and I'm not gonna like even pretend like that's not a thing. Like, he is a bust.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. Like, we're not trying to debate that. But I think the other guys on this list are looked at very positively in regards to how their careers started and how their careers went. So it's just kind of and I only did years 1 through 7 for the guy who's currently in the NFL. He only has 7 years. So I didn't cut off Herschel Walker like, oh, I cut him off when he started to do bad. It wasn't anything like that.
Right.
It was just one of these guys has only played 7 seasons. So that's as far as I went to make things fair.
Is one of them Frank Gore?
Nope.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think of the guy before.
I feel like he has too many games.
So it's funny. Both of these dudes, A and B, played in the same time frame as
That's
Frank Gore.
Yeah.
But neither of them played at the same time as the other.
What year was the older one drafted?
The older one of the two?
Yes.
I gotta look it up real quick. He was drafted in what is it? Oh, there it is. The 2002 NFL draft.
LaShawn McCoy?
No. McCoy was drafted much later.
Yeah. I think he was
Were any of the
drafted.
running backs on our board on this list?
No.
Okay, no.
No. Mm-mm.
There's no way.
I don't know if there's any current ones.
One of them could have been. One of them could have been.
I mean, I could just start
LaDainian
rattling
Tomlinson?
off. Oh.
No. He was a candidate to make this list, but he was too good.
Yeah.
His stats were too good. He was too he would have just greened the whole board out. So I had to make it, I got to make it like these guys are comparable. I want these guys to be comparable because we have
See,
kind of a
when I
skewed
think
perception.
of the 2000s, though, there's only like a handful of running backs I can
So I'll
think
give
of.
you a
Like
hint. I'll
Alfred
give you a
Morris
hint.
is one of them.
Hold on, I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
The first running back is the oldest of the two
Right.
remaining because C is Herschel Walker. He is an under the radar guy who this fan base was heavily standing for his entire career. I mean, to be in this city when he was the running back for this team, you considered him one of the best players on the offense. But I wouldn't think like me and you wouldn't be like, oh, he was an all-time great running back. No, I wouldn't do that. He was a good running back, and I think people have a very positive perception of this guy. Would you like to know which conference A played in?
Yeah, give me that.
The NFC.
Damn.
Dalton and Spoon will be very familiar.
Yeah,
with
Tiki
A.
Barber.
Nope.
Okay.
Being Cowboys fans, you'll be very familiar with player A.
Fuck.
Who was not Brian Dawkins? Who was the running back in Philly before LaShawn McCoy?
Brian Westbrook.
Yeah,
Brian
Westbrook.
Westbrook.
That's who
A
it
is
was.
Brian Westbrook.
Jesus. So I went a
Yeah.
little too.
You went a little
late.
too. That's why when you said
Yeah.
McCoy, I was like, oh.
I went a little too. Yeah, I went a little too late.
So good one. So we got A is Brian Westbrook, Philadelphia legend. I mean, if you hear a Philly fan talk
Yeah, a
about
lot
Brian
of people,
Westbrook,
people loved him.
loved him, and for rightfully, I mean, dude was fast, dude was good, dude was a great running back. Played in the Super Bowls. They went to with Andy Reid, another Andy Reid project guy who turned out great. C is Herschel Walker. Now we just have to find out B.
Yeah,
B is currently playing in the NFL. A big name, like one of the names over the past 5-6 years, who you would go, he is an elite back. He is a top level running back in the NFL.
Todd Gurley.
And
Nope.
I would guess Derrick Henry.
Nope.
Okay.
Only because of the receiving touchdowns, Austin Eckler.
Nope. Hold on. Take a little time out real quick.
Okay.
Let me see here. I believe this is the case. It is the case. This running back, who all of you, between, the 7 years he's been in the league, would consider a top 10 running back, like no question, like he's top 10 guy, has never had a 1,000-yard rushing season.
Oh my God, we literally just talked about this.
DeAndre Swift.
Nope.
No.
Saquon Barkley?
Nope. He's had 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has had 1,000 yards. Dude, I feel like we literally just talked about
Would
this.
you like the conference? Would you like the conference of player
Yeah.
B? He plays in the NFC and always has played in the NFC.
Okay.
Would you
Has
like
he been
to?
a starter all 7 years?
No, not technically. He played in at least 14 games or at least 13 games all 7 years. So, and not just like, he's had at least 170 carries all 7 years. So not like, minimal splitting time, but kind of the first and second down guy, maybe third down guy sometimes.
Go ahead, give us the division.
You want the division. You want full-blown division.
I have a guy on my mind.
Do you want to give it a shot before I give you the division? Once
Say
I
the
give you the division, it'll probably give it away.
Probably.
It is
Aaron Jones?
It is not Aaron Jones. He is a member of the NFC South.
Alvin
division.
Kamara. Jesus
Alvin
Christ. That is
Kamara.
who was on my mind.
It is Alvin Kamara.
It's because I was gonna come out and I was gonna say, hey, that 4,200 receiving yards, that
Yeah.
stands out. That looks
Big
like
number.
something Alvin Kamara would do. And
So I saw this. I saw a stat that Alvin Kamara's never had 1,000-yard rushing season, and I was like, "That's wild!" Like I feel like every year people talk about like this is a weapon. This dude is one of the 10 best running backs in the NFL, no question. And I'm not saying he's not, but like when you compare him to a guy like Herschel Walker, I mean,
yeah,
Herschel Walker's known as like a bust, like straight up bust. Like he was terrible. He's a bust. He was looked at as this great prospect, straight up bust. Brian Westbrook is looked at very favorably. You know, oh, he was such a good running back for a long time for Philly and this and that. And Alvin Kamara is definitely looked at very positively in the NFL today. And I just, you know, it's kind of funny because, you know, same number of all pros, you know, 1,000 less rushing yards, 1,000 more receiving yards. So same amount of total yardage, but way less. I mean, you got 200 more receptions, 300 less attempts. I mean, Kamara is slightly more efficient than Herschel, but I mean, these guys.
I would definitely take Alvin Kamara over either of those.
Yeah, exactly. You say like when it comes to name recognition. Oh, absolutely. Like if I had just said, would you rather have Herschel Walker or Alvin Kamara? You'd be like, oh, Alvin Kamara, no question about it.
Down.
But the stats aren't that far off.
Yeah.
I mean, like it almost even yardage with Herschel Walker getting about 100 more touches, which over 10 or over 107 games is less than 10 touches a game. That's like 6 attempts and 4 targets a game. So
yeah,
it's just, I thought it was interesting. That's all. I'm not saying that Alvin Kamara is like worse than we thought he was or anything like that. This is just an interesting perspective.
All right, I've got a QB matchup if y'all want it.
Yeah, I would take a little QB quarterback comparison real quick before we wrap up the show.
If y'all want, did anybody want to write this down, or y'all just gonna?
Yeah, I'm writing it down right now, baby. I'm writing it down right now.
So this is the last 50 starts for both quarterbacks. Okay, we're gonna do wins, losses, passing touchdowns, interceptions, pass rating, yards per attempt, and completion percentage. Okay. Wins, losses, passing touchdowns, interceptions.
I'm gonna take this one off because I saw this and I already know who these are.
50 starts. Is that roughly 3 seasons?
50 starts would be
three and some change.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be 16.6 games. So yeah,
and
including this season.
This isn't something that I like. This is just it was just a random thing that pops up.
Yeah.
I'll just get these random.
I get them all the time.
Okay. So, wins, losses. A has 36 and 14. B has 33 and 17. Passing touchdowns. They both have 105. A 39 interceptions. B 38 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
A passer rating 98.9, B 101.3. Yards per attempt 7.5 to 7.6. And then completion percentage 66.8 to 68.4. Those are the stats. Last 50 starts. Bren, you know.
I know for a fact who these are. I will bet any amount of money. I'll text you right now. I'm gonna text me right now.
Yeah. And I'll tell you.
Or Spoon and Riley, I have the stats written down in case you didn't. So if you need anything, just ask. I got all the stats right here.
Yep.
Throw me out some. Oh, they're both currently playing in the NFL.
Which conference?
Both. You are exactly right, Brenner.
Yeah, nailed it. Winner.
It's one of each, basically.
Yeah, one in each conference.
Do you want like which one's which?
Yes.
A is AFC and then B is NFC.
Is it
all right? So A immediately comes to mind. I'm thinking Josh Allen.
Okay, no, not Josh Allen.
No? Okay.
Is it Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones?
I saw that one too. I almost did that one on the show. We'll talk about that after these comparisons. We'll talk. I want to give a quick shout out to Trevor Lawrence, but continue.
Neither of those.
Did either of these teams make the playoffs last year?
Yes, both did.
Both did. Perfect.
Is one of them Geno Smith?
Negative. Not Geno Smith.
What do we got, boys?
What are you thinking? I mean, it should. I
They
feel like with the
playoff.
playoff question, kind of narrowed it down pretty quickly.
It did, and I'm going through who I think it might be because obviously C.J. Stroud hasn't played enough games for this to account.
Is one of them Jared Goff?
Not Josh Allen. You said it's not Trevor Lawrence. Well, Trevor
Not
Lawrence.
Jared Goff.
So I'm thinking Matthew Stafford. For
No.
the NFC. No.
Not Matthew Stafford.
Okay.
I'm
Wow.
surprised. I'm surprised it's taken you guys this long.
I
honestly.
am.
I mean,
am
are they
too.
just the best players? Like, is it Lamar
No.
Jackson?
Nope.
No.
What the?
Is it
fuck,
Dak?
dude?
This is not
One
the.
is Dak.
I brought this up for
One of them
something
is Dak. Yeah.
Obviously, B is Dak.
else. So
B is Dak. Yeah, because the
B
NFC
is
obviously.
Dak.
So
Somebody's
who
doing this.
is quarterback A?
Who is comparable to Dak
I
Prescott
mean, there's
in the
there's
NFL?
there's two
statistically?
more choices that you guys could have right now.
Oh, Spoon's racking. Spoon's like, it's not this
They both
guy.
are.
Riley's completely dumb. Riley's at a loss for words here. Riley's got no clue.
Yeah.
I can
Well,
see it
I'm
written all
trying to
over his
think.
face.
Is it
I did not
Tua?
write anything down.
No.
I'm trying to think of like what could.
Bro.
I'm just thinking of Dak's AFC.
I mean, it's not Patrick Mahomes.
It is
No, it's
Patrick
not.
Mahomes.
It is
It's
Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Last 50 starts, very
Almost
very
identical.
almost identical. Yeah.
Very, very similar. Almost identical. The only difference
Okay,
between Dak Prescott and
Dak.
Patrick Mahomes in the past 3 seasons is that when it was needed in the playoffs for your player to step up and make a play and carry the team, Mahomes did it and Dak didn't. That's the only difference.
Literally.
Regular season wise, very similar players. Very similar.
And I'll argue until I fucking die that if the Cowboys had had Andy Reid, we could have gone to a Super Bowl. But the biggest problem for the Cowboys has not been Dak Prescott. It has been Jerry Jones and the coaching.
I mean, Dak Prescott in the playoffs has been a bit of an issue, though.
Yeah,
But and I'm
It's
not.
getting
I'm
to the
not
point
trying
where
to
we
shit on
can't
Dak, not
afford
trying to shit on Dak.
to pay our players because we're trying to pay him $60 million a year. So
All right,
can't be
so
doing that.
Riley brought up the Trevor Lawrence Daniel Jones comparison. Okay, over the
Yeah.
past 3 seasons, their numbers.
I want to see this too.
Hold on. Their numbers are almost identical over the past 3 seasons. Okay, and I'm not going to show that one. You can look that one up. ESPN's done that one. It's all over the internet. You can see that one. But I would like it to be known that Trevor Lawrence is not another Daniel Jones. Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback. And here's what I'm going to show you. If you exclude Trevor Lawrence's rookie season with the Urban Meyer experiment, this is what their numbers look like compared to each other over the past 2 years. So this is not close.
Can you blow it up
You
a
zoom
little
in on
bit?
that a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
That better?
That's
you got
insane.
you
That's
got
insane.
way more games played over here, so that is a little, the best ability
Yeah.
is availability. You have 7 more wins. Now you have 5 more losses as well. Better completion percentage over here, but nearly double the yardage. Over half a yard more per pass attempt.
Also, people, I will give Daniel Jones this. His neck is twice as long as Trevor Lawrence.
They're almost even, dude. They're almost even. They
Bro,
got pretty
look
similar
at
neck.
that neck, dude.
They got some neck though. We got
His
some
neck
neck here.
goes down into his chest. Trevor Lawrence quits at the shoulders. Daniel Jones goes all the way down to the
Trevor
chest.
Lawrence quits. It's those traps, bro. It's those Daniel Jones traps. Look at those things. All right, but more rushing touchdowns over here. Better passer rating over here. More rushing attempts, more rushing yards. I'm not saying that Trevor Lawrence deserves to be that $55 million a year guy that he is, but I am saying he's better than Daniel Jones. He is Daniel Jones is a $25 million a year guy getting paid $40 million, and Trevor Lawrence in his camp said, "Listen, Daniel Jones is making $40 million. We're $15 million a year better than Daniel Jones." And they were like, "You're right, you are." So I would just like the Trevor Lawrence hating to stop. Okay, he's not Daniel Jones.
I just think whenever I'm looking at the quarterback room, and obviously we've been seeing Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes just tear it up for the last 5 years or so.
Yeah. And here I can
whenever I'm looking forward to who are the next two quarterbacks that I think are going to be butting heads against each other, and it's probably in the ACC or the AFC. I'm looking at not Justin. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Trevor Lawrence, and I'm also looking at CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
throw Justin Herbert in there though. By all means,
I was going to say Justin
getting
Herbert,
to work with Harbaugh now. Herbert's about to take his game to the next level. He gets to work with John Harbaugh, who's a renowned quarterback whisperer.
At the end of the day, that AFC conference as a whole just has so many top quarterbacks.
So here, I said I wasn't going to show it, but here's the comparison between the past 3 seasons. So very much more back and forth. Trevor Lawrence still dominates the passing situation, but Daniel Jones has only played 33 games. And if you just do this, I mean, we can do this here. Trevor Lawrence. This makes it a lot more. It's getting me my results. 33 games. You get a little more even, but you have to include his rookie season in that, and that Urban Meyer experiment, which was god awful.
Yep.
I mean, he was just struggling so hard that rookie season. So coming out of that, then here's the comparison for the last 33 games each. So I still think, 2,000 or 1,500 more passing yards. He does have more interceptions, better passer rating, more wins. Everything but the rushing yards. Daniel Jones has double the rushing yards, but neither of these dudes you're worried about killing you with their legs, so I don't think that plays as big a part in it, in my opinion. If it was Lamar Jackson and he's, rushing for 100 yards a game, it's a little different story.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't think Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones are the same player. Their stats are similar if you skew them a little bit, but I'm not on the T-Law Daniel Jones or the same guy page.
Nope.
Not on it. But all right, anybody got anything they want to add? All right, well, take a second, guys, before you leave. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about Trevor Lawrence getting $55 million a year. Insane. Other than that, we will see you on our schedule prediction episode later on this week. Y'all have a great week.
See you guys.